Prepare for 2 more Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits. In this special video, we're delighted to share some wonderful news with seniors and anyone who depend on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA payments to make ends meet. Impart to you first things first. Let's make sure you understand what these payments are all about. The Social Security Administration, SSA, is rolling out not one, but 2 brand new payment programs to provide extra support and assistance to those who need it most. You get retirement benefits, disability benefits, or any other type of assistance from the VA, SSI, or SSDI through Social Security. You may be asking who is eligible for these payments, and the good news is that if you're already eligible, then these payments are intended to offer you an extra financial boost. Benefiting from any of these programs? You probably qualify. We'll break down who is eligible for these payouts and what you can do to ensure you don't lose out. Let us now discuss the specifics. How much money do you think you'll get? When will the payments begin to arrive? And above all, how can you make sure that everything is in place for you to receive these payments without any problems? We'll take you step by step through all you need to know to feel knowledgeable and confident. But hold on, there's more in store. In addition to going over the essentials, we'll present you some helpful hints and approaches for maximizing these additional funds. Making every dollar matter can be achieved by paying off debt, making investments in your health and well-being, or just treating yourself to something wonderful. Recently, the Social Security Administration announced that millions of Americans over 65, as well as those receiving disability benefits and veterans compensation, will get 2 rounds of direct payments. These newly approved federal payments could give these individuals a much-needed financial boost. Elderly people with disabilities and those who have been battling costs are rising as a result of inflation and other economic factors. Social Security retirement claimants receive a specific payment in the first round, and recipients of SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits receive a separate payout in the second. Each program and payment has its own, let's not waste any time, and get into the specifics of these 2 new direct payment tranches from Social Security for persons receiving Social Security retirement payments. Each has its own rules and eligibility requirements that will be explored. In essence, the first payment made is a catch-up on the 2023 Cost of Living Adjustment, or COLA, as you may be aware, is a mechanism used by Social Security to offset inflation and enhance benefits each year. A significant 88.7% COLA boost was applied to Social Security beneficiaries' monthly benefits beginning in January 2023, marking the biggest increase in consumer costs. The Social Security COLA for this year was determined using inflation data from the third quarter of 2022, although inflation continued to surge far into the last months of 2022 at levels greater than the annual adjustment in almost 40 years, due to the strong inflation witnessed throughout 2022. The Social Security Administration, SSA, is now providing a special one-time payment to retirees receiving Social Security payments in order to make up for the difference from this under the estimate of 2022 inflation. This COLA catch-up payment is available to everyone receiving Social Security retirement benefits in 2022. There are no extra requirements. The typical beneficiary got about 6% based on the Social Security Administration's estimate of eligibility requirements. There will be a 6% shortfall in Social Security income in 2022, compared to if the Coca-Cola had completely accounted for annual inflation statistics. The purpose of the Coca-Cola catch-up payment is to make up that difference in full. This catch-up payment is equivalent to about $200, depending on your 2022 benefit amount for the average retired worker who got $1,670 per month in Social Security in 20122. Your unique 2022 Social Security income will determine the exact amount you get. Seniors with greater incomes will receive larger payments, reimbursements for catch-up, whereas those with lesser incomes will receive smaller amounts. According to the Social Security Administration, the majority of recipients can anticipate receiving their catch-up payment in the same manner that they will begin receiving COLA catch-up payments in late April 2024 and continue on a rolling schedule through May. Typically, recipients of Social Security benefits receive checks in the mail or direct deposits into their bank accounts. The second major direct payment wave from Social Security is directed at individuals who receive disability compensation or supplemental security income, SSI, from the Department of Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, the Department of Veterans Affairs. While Social Security retirement benefits are boosted annually through COLAs, the supplemental benefits, this payment acts as an additional supplement on top of the usual monthly benefit amounts for SSI, SSDI, and VA recipients to assist offset skyrocketing prices and financial constraints over the last year. VA did not receive an automatic inflation adjustment for SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits in 2023. The government is using this new direct payment to make up for lost inflation protection for 4 vulnerable disability benefit groups. Everyone who received VA disability compensation or SSI SSDI at any time in 2023 is eligible for this additional benefit payment regardless of age or income level. Unlike the Social Security COLA catch-up, if you received money from any of those 3 disability programs in the previous year, you will receive the additional payment as long as you continue to be registered in 2024. Payout that varies based on income. The Social Security Administration, SSA, calculated the $416 supplement amount by comparing the average difference between the fixed 2023 disability payouts and what those monthly benefits would have been if it hadn't been for inflation. This $416 supplement will be paid out flat rate to all qualifying claimants. The average monthly SSI benefit in 2023 is merely $914 for an individual, an amount that obviously fails to keep up with the rising cost of living over the past year. Plus, for the old and disabled, ask Ed for realized 2022-2023 inflation statistics using a different approach for perspective. The Social Security Administration has announced that the SSI, SSDI, SLVA supplement payments will be made to recipients who frequently have higher medical costs. So while the one-time 46 payment may seem relatively small, it does provide some extra padding and benefit income to make ends meet for the most financially vulnerable groups. Granted over a longer period of time, beginning in late May 2024 and continuing on a rolling disbursement basis until late July. To clarify, your eligibility for this is based solely on your receipt of benefits from either VA Disability Compensation Program or SSI during 2023. $416 in direct payment received. The money will be sent to you either direct deposit or a payer check in the mail, just like you would usually receive your monthly disability benefits. The Social Security Administration has provided some additional critical information regarding these 2 new direct payment WS. While you won't be required to pay taxes on the UPF front payments, the Social Security COLA catch-up payments and the SSI supplemental insurance will be regarded as normal income for tax purposes. As such, the funds will be included in your total taxable income when you file your taxes for 2024. For example, a disabled senior who receives Social Security retirement income in 2022 and filing a tax return the following year may be eligible to get both the Social Security COLA catch-up payment and the SSI SSVA supplement if they received funds from several benefit programs in 2022 and 2023. It's vital to remember that these 2 new direct payment categories are designated as one-time lump sum payments that would not affect or play into your regular ongoing monthly Social Security benefits. Additionally, SSTI payments in 2023 would qualify for both direct payment kinds distributed during the next few months. Benefit percentage. These additional payments are distinct from the regular yearly COLA rise that Social Security and SSI get. The COLA catch-up payment does not improve your future retirement benefit amounts, and the SSI SSVA supplement is only a short-term boost rather than a change to those disability compensation rates. Based on this year's rising inflation data, beneficiaries can anticipate continuous monthly payments in 2024. If you qualified based on your benefit income from 2022 and 2023, You do not need to apply, call the Social Security Administration, or take any other action to receive these federal direct payments. Based on your past records and benefit history with the agency and its partner programs, such as VA, the SSA will automatically assess your eligibility and payment amounts. The funds will simply be deposited into the payment method that you have on file. However, these two new direct payment options may portend. If inflation stays unacceptably high in 2024, President Biden and congressional leaders have indicated that they are willing to approve more direct cash assistance or supplemental benefits for struggling households paid for by federal deficit spending. Additional government relief or top-up payments targeting lower-income Americans and seniors assist in keeping up with growing expenses. Reintroducing a monthly child tax credit for parents with children, akin to the extended 2021 program, has been proposed as one alternative. However, policymakers may also consider raising Social Security retirement benefits once more. Veterans, SSDI, and SSI down The important warning is that fiscal conservatives who are worried about escalating the federal debt levels that have skyrocketed during the pandemic era would probably oppose increased government spending as a means of recurrent inflation relief. In summary, the Social Security Administration is getting ready to send out hundreds of millions of disabled Americans and veterans receiving compensation will receive direct cash payments in the amount of dollars. The first payment is essentially a catch-up on Social Security's 2023 cost of living adjustment, which underestimated inflation for the entire year of 2022. The average retiree can expect a $200 lump sum that will be distributed from late April through May. The second payment is a one-time $416 supplement intended specifically for people receiving disability compensation from the Department of Veterans Affairs or Supplemental Security Income, SSI, or Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI. A flexible schedule that runs from the end of May to the end of July. That's it for today's update. Americans who fall into the eligible income brackets don't need to do anything to get the money. The SSA will automatically send the payments to the bank accounts or mailing addresses that are currently on file. Footage. Please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you found this material helpful in order to receive future updates on the most recent financial news.